It is said that once a cheater, always a cheater. I've heard that saying my whole life on movies, TV shows, you name it, right? Now, that basically means that if someone does something, there's a high chance if they get caught or not, it doesn't matter. They'll do it a second, third, fourth, it doesn't matter, right? You get what I'm saying, which is very important to have make sure that the people around your circle, your friends, your relationships, they're all very good, okay? They're not filled with people that can do harm to you, and that's very important because you don't want it to take a toll on your mental health. Now that we got the 30 seconds from the YouTube intro out of the way, what is going on, fuckers? I can't swear, that's why I was dragging it. I don't know what anything related to cheating has to do with Destiny. That being said, though, they brought Vault Glass, then King's Fall. What are the chances they actually bring Wrath of the Machine? I would say pretty high, sometime in season 20-something, because let's be real, it's like a good opportunity for money, because you might see it as, no, and it's nostalgia, it's a really good raid, whatever. Like, bro, let's just be real. It's a good opportunity for Bungie. That being said, though, let's get right into business. Destiny has some amazing servers. They're really like flawless. They're perfect, right? So when they basically fell to shit and like it seemed like half of the earth was playing Destiny 1, at least on Xbox for me, people went back to replay a lot of these games, a lot of these matches, not dungeons, raids and stuff like that. You know how it is, right? And the gameplay that you're seeing is from Wrath of the Machine. I basically queued up with one of my followers. Shout out to you, bro. He got like the other 4 people and we all started playing and stuff like that. You know how it is. So we hopped into Wrath of the Machine, which is the gameplay you're seeing in the background. And it went just how you would imagine. We had the whole nostalgia. We were cracking jokes like, who's gonna drop a well, all that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, we got over that pretty quickly. Wrath of the Machine is an extremely easy raid, but that being said, I want to talk about that precisely, right? Because the chances of this raid coming back are very high, and after running it for the first time in like 3 years, 4 years, right, and basically not remembering anything, no looking up tutorials or anything, just going with the flow, because it felt like a 6-man dungeon, because it's not hard, it's not difficult. Even still, mechanically, what everyone had to do was pretty easy. You throw bombs at the same time, you hide in a room, right? You destroy servitors and throw the balls and stuff like that. You hide in that little tube near the boss, right? It was very simple. Like, everything that we had to do was very simple and straight to the point. And I think because of that, a lot of the people in Destiny 1 who were familiar with raids said that they were really hard. King's Fall and Wrath of the Machine were very difficult, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that's the case. I think Wrath of the Machine is a good raid in terms of weapons and stuff like that. You know, the scenery, where it takes place, what it's about, the whole Siva thing. That's pretty cool. Like, everything regarding that is amazing. But that brings me to my next point. The chances that if this raid comes back, they will make it harder. I'm not talking at hard mode. I'm not talking that. I'm talking by default, make it harder is pretty high. When Vault of Glass came out, they basically made it so that instead of you shooting all the oracles in whatever order you want it, as long as they were all destroyed, everyone had to basically pick one and they had to be shot in order, right? Which made the encounter somewhat more difficult for people that otherwise just grew accustomed to have one person shoot them all and that's it. So I don't know if they would even change something about an encounter, maybe throwing the orbs at the first boss and have it so that it has to be in a specific order, or certain players have to do it at a certain time. I don't know. The empowerment buff, or whatever you want to call it, near the end, like in the final stage of the raid, that's pretty cool. That's something that's always going to tilt people that don't know what they're doing. They're like frantically panicking and running in circles, like asking everyone else, oh, where I go, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? That's always going to happen, right? You're always going to have those people. So I do think that it is a amazing cause and an amazing thing, or an amazing idea, I guess, to actually bring it back, because a lot of people went back and played it, right? Because it really is a memorable experience. How will you make it harder? What things would you change? I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to have opinions on that because I'm not a dev, but it would be cool to make it a little bit more harder and actually bring it back. I had friends saying that they would like if it was remastered. Honestly, I don't think they would need to change anything. Like, keeping it the way it is pretty good. It's not a bad raid. It's not difficult. They should probably make it more difficult for sure, because we're overpowered as shit, but you get the point. It would probably be very logical to have a new exotic, since Outbreak Perfected is not only in the game, but we basically can just get that weapon a different way that's not required having to do it inside of the raid. But that being said, though, I'm making this a little bit more to reflect on how, even though it's been years, this raid has stood the test of time. I would honestly say that this is a very, very, very good raid for new players that want to experience mechanics that to this day we still use. So I just want to keep this video very short. Xbox does not let me capture audio if I record the last 2 minutes, a minute, 30 seconds, whatever. Like, any Xbox players watching this, you know the feeling. So that's basically why I'm doing a voiceover. There's not really anything special. It's just your standard Wrath of the Machine gameplay. And that is basically it. I just wanted to share my thoughts. I think that adding this raid into Destiny 2 would be amazing. I don't know how they would go about doing it, like certain things like the exotic weapon and stuff like that, but still, I think it's amazing and they should definitely do it. Let me know what you guys think down below, and if you have played it. And if you haven't and you play on Xbox, bro, hit my line. Like, go into the description, join the Discord, and let's play it. Seriously, let's make it happen.